迎回来，再来看国际方面的消息。11月4日晚些时候，英国将投票选出该国政坛最具影响力的角色之一——英国议会议长。目前已经宣布了7名候选人，这是10年以来下议院议长首度换人做。现任副议长霍伊尔在最后一轮投票中获得了540张选票中的325张，他将接任请辞的博考在当选后的讲话中，霍伊尔承诺做一个中立和透明的议长。
The UK House of Commons has a new Speaker, Labour MP Sir Lindsay Hoyle.
I invite Sir Lindsay Hoyle to take the chair of the House.
In his acceptance speech, Sir Lindsay paid tribute to his family, including his daughter Natalie, who died last year at the age of 28. Sir Lindsay was dragged to the Speaker's chair by fellow lawmakers. It's a tradition that dates back to the dark ages of British politics, when the Speaker acted as a messenger between Parliament and the monarch. At the time, the Speaker often paid the price for delivering a message the monarch didn't like, which led to some reluctance by lawmakers to take up the post. Sir Lindsay has been one of the deputy speakers since 2010 and is promising to be a fair umpire of parliamentary debates in his new position.
I want to hopefully show that the experience I've shown previously will continue. As I promised, I will be neutral, I will be transparent. I think this House, we can do more to ensure that that transparency continues.
Sir Lindsay takes over from John Bercow, whose tenure in the Speaker's chair proved controversial at times because of his decision to allow lengthy debates on amendments to the government's Brexit plan. Now it's Sir Lindsay's turn to navigate the highly charged environment of Westminster politics as lawmakers debate the next steps of Brexit. Simon Cullen, CNN, London.
恐怖组织伊斯兰国 ISIS 源头目巴格达迪在美军突袭中自杀后，他的姐姐拉斯米亚·阿瓦德日前被土耳其政府活捉。一名土耳其高级官员称，65岁的阿瓦德在叙利亚北部的一场突击中被逮捕。他与家人都住在当地镇上的一辆房车上。一同被捕的还有阿瓦德的丈夫、儿媳以及5名小孩。土耳其军方希望从他身上挖出更多 ISIS 内部的机密秘情。
Senior Turkish official is telling us that Baghdadi's sister was captured along with her husband and a daughter-in-law. They were captured in the town of Azaz in northern Syria in a housing container. And now they're basically, Turkish authorities are interrogating them. And as you mentioned, they believe that this could potentially be an intelligence goldmine. They're hoping to get insights into how ISIS operates. That's something that would help Turkey and Europe understand the threat that is posed by ISIS. Now, while ISIS does remain a serious threat for Turkey, another threat officials say is Kurdish separatists, Syrian Kurdish fighters who up until recently were operating in this area. We're in the town of Tel Abyad. As you recall, this was one of the locations that saw some seriously intense fighting when that Turkish offensive began on October the 9th. And it's been about 3 weeks since major combat operations came to an end here, but still we're seeing Turkish forces who were embedded with today carrying out clearance operations. They're sweeping areas and sweeping them multiple times, checking for explosives, for devices that have been left. And we are told by Turkish officials that they're finding explosives on a daily basis and diffusing them, anywhere between 10 to 100 devices on a daily basis, according to a senior Turkish official. And just a short time ago, a car bomb, we're told, exploded in the center of the town of Tel Abyad. This just coming a few days after that devastating car bomb attack that you mentioned took place at a marketplace, a civilian area where at least 19 people were killed in that attack on Saturday. Now, no one claimed that attack, but Turkey blames Kurdish fighters for that attack. The Syrian Democratic Forces, that mainly Syrian Kurdish fighting force, have denied any responsibility for that attack. But these kinds of missions right now are critical, especially as they're seeing civilians starting to return to their homes. According to the United Nations, more than 20,000 people have returned to the town of Tel Abyad in the past few days. So this is what makes these clearing operations very critical.
当地时间11月4日，据外媒报道，印度德里的空气污染已愈加严重，污染水平已经超过了安全线的10倍。据悉，德里的部分地区 PM10 指数达到了999，PM2.5 指数高达777，污染水平已经超过安全线的10倍不止。4日更是过去3年来新德里空气污染最严重、空气质量最差的一天。据了解，印度德里雾霾是工业排放、农业燃烧、交通排放共同作用的结果。虽然已经发布了一系列政策，但现状难以得到改变。
The residents of India's national capital, Delhi, are today breathing much better quality of air. As you can see behind me, the sky is cleaner, relatively more bluish than it was over the weekend and in the first part of Monday. And also we can see the sun shining bright, which wasn't visible at all over the last 2 to 3 days. And that's how bad the air quality was in the national capital of India. Today it is much better. Today the air quality index is clocking to 80. On Sunday it reached a staggering high of close to 1200 points. The permissible limit, of course, is 0 to 50. The emergency limit is 500 and it was at 1239. So that's how bad the scenario was in the national capital. After that, several measures were pressed in both by the federal government as well as by the state government. For instance, construction activity has been completely banned in and around the national capital till further orders. Also, a scheme called Odd Even has been brought in which on a particular day, only 4 vehicles which have last 2 digits as an even number on their number plate are allowed, and on the other day, the odd ones are allowed. Also, stubble burning in India's farming-dominated states of Haryana and Punjab have been completely banned, and that in fact was termed as one of the major reasons by the federal government in the Supreme Court that actually led to toxic air quality in the national capital. But even if you compare Delhi to other contaminated cities in the nearby countries, Delhi tops the chart. For instance, Pakistan's Lahore was at a distant second of 163, and Bangladesh Dhaka was somewhere close to 123. So that's how bad the air quality was in Delhi. As of now, it's at 281, which is in the very unhealthy category. Even now, it's in the red category. But clearly, Delhiites are welcoming it, because for us here in the national capital, 280 is still acceptable. The color code is the new green for us, and the very unhealthy is the new healthy. Sahil Modi-Meghani reporting from New Delhi.
随着中国谋求成为全球技术领导者，中国的移动运营商已经开始向消费者提供 5G 服务。中国3大电信运营商中国移动、中国联通和中国电信在周4公布了他们的 5G 数据计划。目前，这项超高速服务在包括北京和上海在内的50个中国城市向消费者开放，月费在128元到599元人民币之间。另外，韩国、美国和英国都于今年推出了下一代的 5G 网络服务。
China debuting the world's largest 5G cell phone network. This much-anticipated fifth-generation rollout started in South Korea and Australia and parts of the U.S., but with China, it is all about scale, and this is expected to be the biggest commercial network. State media here says its 5G has now come online in 50 cities, including right here in Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen. They estimate some 850 million people here in China use their smartphones to surf the internet. That's more than any other country. This latest generation of mobile technology will allow for more speed. It is said to be up to 100 times faster than existing 4G cell sites. But to use it, customers have to purchase 5G-equipped phones. So here in China, that's where Huawei comes in. It is the largest telecommunications equipment maker and a leading smartphone brand. Market data shows most smartphone users here rely heavily on Huawei products, roughly 42%. That's compared with 5% of consumers using Apple phones, which are not yet 5G equipped. China's 3 major telecom companies awarded Huawei a large chunk of the 5G mobile contracts. It's a hopeful boost for the company that's faced financial challenges amid the U.S.-China trade war. Washington's blacklisted Huawei and has been urging other countries to ban its use, alleging it is a national security risk that could make nations vulnerable to Chinese spying. That is a claim that Huawei has repeatedly denied. Now, making the 5G upgrade all the more accessible is its relative affordability. Prices range from $18 to $85 a month, all of that depending on speeds and data. Many users are warned that while they will be able to stream and watch videos quicker, the full advantages of 5G may not be realized until a couple of years to come. That's when tech companies will likely begin designing their apps to fully utilize the enhanced 5G capabilities. David Culver, CNN, Beijing.
美国最受欢迎的脱口秀及访谈节目《艾伦秀》的主持人艾伦·德泽尼尔斯即将再次获得殊荣。为了表彰他在美国电视节目历史上做出的突出贡献，在明年1月5日举办的第77届金球奖颁奖典礼上，他将被颁发卡罗尔·伯奈特奖杯，而他也是美国电视史上第2位获得这一奖项的电视人。
Ellen DeGeneres is going where only Carol Burnett has gone before. The Hollywood Foreign Press has announced DeGeneres will be the second recipient of the Carol Burnett Award for her outstanding contributions to television. Burnett herself received the inaugural honor last year. DeGeneres will be honored at the 77th Golden Globe Awards January 5th.
The whole country's talking about how 2 Negroes managed to buy 2 banks full of white folks' money and loan it to other Negroes.
Here's your first look at The Banker, starring Anthony Mackie and Samuel L. Jackson as black businessmen taking on the white establishment in the 1960s. The film, based on a true story, lands in theaters December 6th, then debuts on Apple TV in January.
You better shape up, 'cause I need a man.
Olivia Newton-John's killer all-black outfit from the finale of Grease has sold for more than $400,000. The actress auctioned more than 500 items, raising a reported $2.4 million for her cancer center in Australia. But the Grease leather jacket and pants were the big-ticket items. You could say they went like grease lightning. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
接下来，请一起关注汉天生活报道。